system with the Kazakhs. He can leap in, but again, pretty squishy front line here. From both sides, really. They don't have a true tank on either fans, but it's definitely grown with the return of Marin, with Kuro coming over from the Rocks Tigers.
I mean, Kuro and Spirit
as well coming
Kuro
back.
and Spirit contributed, but Marin is a superstar in Korea, oldest
sure.
current player.
Look at Smeb.
Oh,
he's got the red buff! Oh, what a devastating start for Marin. The harass is going to be insufferable.
What about the
Rumble.
start for Mowgli, who has no first buff? Score is going for the predictable invade, started bot side. They didn't scout the brush, they didn't check. Is to counter jungle against pushing lanes in the mid lane.
Yeah, getting jumped on. Mowgli is waiting here in
level
the wing,
2, though.
but that's going to be the throw out on the root caller. Will not find it. Pawn goes slow, might actually die. There we go. That's going to be the dissonance coming through from Kuro. Comes up with the first blood. Meanwhile, Mata roaming his way up. Score's going to find an answering kill. Gets a bit of health back and will be able to. Blast not going to connect. That would have really chunked out the Rumble, but now Smeb's in a bad position.
Level 3 versus level 6, remember?
Yeah, goes into the hammer form. Wants to jump in onto Mowgli, but he's out of mana. One more hit would do it. He has to flash away, but the jump comes in, and Mowgli comes up with the kill.
Yeah, the mana was the big story there. Killers couldn't
score. Marin, how does he play this? He's already overheated himself, and Pawn is in tow. Came in with a Realm Orb. Going to lock him down under the turn. Smeb tanking up for now, swapping over to Pawn, and there's just nothing you can do in that situation. Marin knows better than to blow the flash, so he'll just go ahead and die, but that Marin roams down, so look at the summoner spell out of him. But meanwhile, bot lane Score.
Daisy!
Oh, he's got to flash over the wall. Daisy's here to help. Heal comes out from Kraber to try to keep him alive, but Daisy, she can take up that turret for quite some time. Score comes up with, won't come up with much of anything, and KT, meanwhile, on the bottom side, they'll go ahead and knock out that first turret, get a nice burst of gold.
Seems like Score has asked for a percentage of enemy jungle CS that KT picked up, given they've been farming every lane.
Going in. Oh, gets popped over the wall by the blast cone. Ward's come down. Mowgli's here to try to pick him up, and looks like Pawn might just be way too far forward. Doesn't have a flash. He's trying to kite back as best as he can. He'll get that shield coming through from the trigger.
Jace
Now,
here too.
Smeb TP's in, looking for Mowgli. Already used the hop, knocks him back down the lane at an angle. Takes him down to half HP. The root caller comes through, and Pawn will pick up a kill. Stacks. Going pretty well. Mata gonna have to flash away from that arrow. TP coming through from Marin. Dragon goes low, and Mowgli will be.
Is very, very valuable in this situation. And when they cheat three camps, it's Smeb and Marin are fighting.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be the Zonia's coming through. Smeb jumps over the wall, but Mowgli follows suit, and he'll come up with the kill. Certain level to follow you. It Scores the veteran right now, so maybe that's why Daisy looking
low. There's Equalizer.
It's gonna be the Ash Arrow coming through. Finds Score. He gets jumped on immediately. Flashes away. That shield coming through, and now Mowgli gets caught. I believe that was by the root caller right there, and he goes down. A kill picked up for Dev.
Realm Orb.
And now they're going to try to trade this one back. Pawn comes in, but there's no wave underneath the tower, so he has to peel back.
Not spot that HP bar. They don't have any idea of the HP, and they have to come in now.
We're seeing it in action right now, but Marin, he's going straight into the pit with a Rumble. Equalizer not available, doesn't have the charge to get overheated. Pawn goes low, though. Sonya's coming down from Marin. Can he find anything? Has to just flash out the backside of the pit to keep himself alive. Tucson as well on the run. Shield comes through for the command protect, but it's not enough.
As here's Smeb looking 1v4.
The Ash Arrow not going to connect. Goes in on the Kraber trying to find the kill, but he flashes away too late, and that is going to be a kill coming through. The fade away from Kramer, able to find it, but KT deft, and Mata, they push back down here. Score waiting in the wings. They come up with the Infernal Drake.
Off into the game.
You can see right now the siege coming through in the top lane. Daisy already chunked out, but Pawn splitting in the bottom the entire time, and Afreeca, they are just scrambling as their base falls apart. Huge burst of damage comes through onto the Rumble. He's going to have to go back to the fountain, and likely will be losing this inhibitor as they lose this top inhib turret as well. Deft, a couple more shots. There it is. It does go down. And now, can they net themselves this second inhib? Ash Arrow comes through, finds Smeb, but he gets a nice shield coming in, the heal from the Redemption to keep him alive. And it looks like Afreeca Freecs with Pawn just pushing forward onto these Nexus turrets. They're just going to have to give this up.
There's nowhere for them to go. They don't have the initiation. One Ash Arrow, and that's on cooldown now. They can run after Guardian Angel Rise, but I don't know what that really achieves with their base and
how much
tatters.
damage he's pushing out onto Pawn. Might be able to come up with the kill. The shield comes through from the scrap shield, but they're already ready for him, and he is going to fall. No GA for that Rumble. Smeb yet again going in. The Shockwave comes out, but he's got the shield for the Moral Malmortius to keep himself alive, and now this might just be the final push here, but several members of KT are dangerously low, so it looks like they're going to go ahead, peel back, and finish this game another time.
They do have things like the Vamps.
Already, the way is paved for them. Pawn, nice flash away from the Ash Arrow. Still has that Guardian Angel, and that's enough of a distraction for the turret to go down. And likely the third inhibitor to follow. Deft completely uncontested here. Kuro doing his best to move the ball over to him, to threaten him with the dissonance, but he still has that life steal. He's got so much damage. You can see he jumps on the Tucson. Won't get the headshot from the 90 caliber net yet, but doesn't even need it. Just wants to go straight for the Nexus turrets.
No minion wave, but soon to be 3 crashing in, 3 super minion waves, no less.
So much poke. And any chip damage that comes through is just going to get healed right back up here from that life steal. Nexus turret number 1 going down about half HP. Here we go, that one will fall. Second one will follow suit, and it looks like the Nexus is just going to be shattered here. So pre-35 minutes, KT. Such a strong game. This is the last hurrah here for Afreeca Freecs, but it doesn't matter. The Nexus gets taken out